Welcome back everybody to the Zeusdaz Unemulated Retro Game Channel. I go by the name of Zeus and it is shit game time. And what have we got this time? The Wizard's Pet on the Commodore 64. This has been requested by YouTuber Zawtowers. Hello mate, hope you're doing alright and thank you very much for your request. And what can we say about this game? Well, I have not seen very good reviews of it. Again, I've said it time and time and time again. And here we go, I'm going to say it again. Another crappy game dressed in good music. Well, pretty good music anyway. You know, what do you expect? Let's see, it was programmed by, well, the musician can't say he was a programmer, can I? Because most of his stuff's pretty shit hot good. David Whittaker, of course. It's got a very David Whittaker-esque sound, these tunes, haven't they? You can usually tell, even without looking at the game, you can tell, that's by that guy, that's by that guy, you know, you can just tell. It was coded by Jason Kendall. So I've got to ask you, pal, what the bloody hell were you thinking? Anyway, we'll get to that shortly. And it was published by Mastertronic in 1987. So we're looking at what? $1.99, maybe a £2.99 price tag. And, you know, I've looked on all the forums. Nobody's got anything good to say about this game, apart from, again, the bloody tune. I like the character. It's unusual. I think, you know, you could get behind him. He's quite a cute little character there. But, the game's just too fucking hard. But the idea of this game is, well, again, it took me ages to figure out where and how to find any instructions for it. And little did I know, dim me at the time, it gave me instructions at the beginning of the bottom of the bloody screen. But it's going through all this thank you stuff and good hellos and all you know, how you doings, messages. We've got to wait because I cannot remember what the bloody hell to do. I think you have to collect a certain amount of items or all the items and place them in a certain place on a level. Then you go to a more sort of a horizontal shoot 'em up, which I can't figure out because no matter what you do, it never seems to end. The only way it ends is when your energy level is sapped. So here we go anyway. We're changing, boy. Can we get on with all this stupid crap? This is worse than a bloody what's it called, a demo on the demo scenes of the 16-bit where it's miles of text and a load of bollocks. I mean, who wants to see all this shit? You know, come on, get on, rest of the trying again, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how long all this message is. I can understand the program putting a hello thanks to everything else, but that's just ridiculous. Hi-Fi Video, see, thanks to Douglas. Oh, what are you going to do? You're going to mention what you bought for the shopping, your shopping trip at the weekend next, are you? Is that what you're going to tell us, or what your plan is for the day? Oh, look, let's just get on with it. It's going to be forever. So here you are. Quite a cute character, but there's just far too many aliens getting at you. You can't. Massive scoreboard, not really needed. And it's got a stupid, not as good Pac-Land. If you ever play Pac-Land, you know that to make those jumps over the swimming pool, you got to keep tapping, and it's like that to get the higher. See, I've got an item there, I don't know what to do with it. Your energy bar's at the bottom and that's slowly draining. Shoot a few more things here. Now I've put the trainer on so I can press a key to get to the next levels because I know I'm not going to get to the levels without it. And now, yeah, you press, oh my goodness me. I don't know where to go after this. I just die all the time. It's far too hard. So you press it up and you keep tapping up to do the bigger jumps. That's how you do it. I can't, unless I jump off this bloody thing, which is ridiculous. Like that, you do a Pac-Man kind of jump. Now I'm dead. Is that game over? Yeah, of course it is. Only one off. Right, now anyway, right, we can read this and find out exactly what we need to do in this crappy crudfest. Right, okay. Guide, oh, he's got a name, is he? Around the Fantasy Zones, very Space Harrier, created by the wicked magician, Glug. collect the ingredients, right, and bits needed to teleport you. Stop doing that to the next dream plane and put them together on the teleport pad. To execute a longer jump, yes, I'll just suss it out. You have to keep tapping the up button, joystick or whatever. The trick to long jumps is in the rhythm. Yeah, basically you've ripped off Pac-Man. Do not just do it as fast as possible, but try and find the correct speed, whatever. While playing, return, pauses, and all this. So basically that's it. You've got to collect a load of items and put them on the pad in the next level, which I'm never ever going to do. But never mind, we'll carry on. We're going to give it another shot. And after that, we'll press the level skip and see what the next level is. So there you go. Yeah, you just keep pressing up to jump really long. See, oh, there's an item down there. Right, okay. Oh, for goodness sake. So you've got to go... You're just swarming with enemies. So there's an item. We've got an item now. I'm going to die in a minute, aren't I? Because it's just too many aliens. And there's another item up there. So you've got to get all these bloody items. That's it. And up there, and there's... Oh! You've got to fire like crazy as well. There we go. Yeah, so it's... Well, I just collected that. Stop pissing me out. Again, controlling this thing is a nightmare. It's too skitty. That's the word I'm looking for. And it's not right. I guess because I've got an item. Have I got an item? I don't know. I'm just going to carry on. Screw it. No, I remember this bit. You don't do that. Or maybe you do. I don't know. There we go. Right. And I'm going to die now. I'm pretty much dead. Oh, there's a... Yeah, well, I ain't going to get it, am I? I'm going to die now. I know that. Oh. Ridiculous. Dead. Crap. Absolutely crap. Right, so what I'm going to do is... I'm trying to remember the level skip button. I think it's... Yeah, I can't remember. What is the level skip button? I can't remember. Find out now, won't we? Let's have a look, see if I can... Just give me a second, hang on. Is it one or is it that one? Oh, that's colour. I can't bloody remember the flipping thingy key now. Right, I've just pressed the Commodore key. I got a feeling that's the end sequence. There is an ending, it's just text message. Yeah, there we go, there's the ending. So there you go, you get to see the ending, a crappy blah blah blah, but I cannot remember for the life of me what the bloody key is to skip level, so I wanted to show you the tunnel level. But let's press space bar, yeah, whatever. Let's try, it's one of these keys, just give me a minute. It's one of these keys. Let's jump, you don't want that. Oh, that was pause, wasn't it? Oh no, I've just pressed restore, so the game's crashed. Right, okay, bear with me a second, I'll reload, and that way I can find out what the bloody key is to skip to the levels. Right, here we are again. So I found out the button, it's number 2, and we're going to press that right now. There we go, level skip. Let's see what the next part is. And this is, I'm trying to think of a game, you'll know what I'm thinking about. One of these games, back and forth. So it becomes a shoot 'em up, and you've got to place all the bits and pieces on this pad. What pad? Is that the pad? I don't know. Just cannot find any decent instructions anywhere, but I guess that's what's on there is the title screen. It tells you what to do anyway. But again, the gameplay, it just plays so unfair. The collisions, that's the end of the stage, so you're just going back and forth. And I've only worked out that the way to pass this level is the moment all your energy is depleted. Like everyone says, mainly the reviews on C64 Lemon's site, everyone is completely shitting on this game. It's just too hard. There's far too many aliens to deal with, and that's it. So you think, is it game over? No, it goes to the next level. So I mean, I don't. It's weird. It's so weird. Gotta go up there, up there, up there, up there, and just go up there. Yeah, they've done it from the like that. You see, that's what you got to do. You got to jump and land on that. The collision detection of the platforms are fucking lousy. I mean, if I wanted to play a game while I'm wanking off my joystick. There we go. Right. So I've got something there. And there's another thing up there. Right. Okay. Oh, see the collision detection. I so collected that. I can't understand why it's so bad. Unless maybe you can't collect 2 bits at once. Right, let's go down here, and I can't. There's a spring up there. That was on the last. It's the same flipping objects as it was before, wasn't it? And I'm just about to die. What a surprise! What a surprise! I'm dead. Oh, it's just so fucking ridiculous. Right, level skip again. And the thing is, you can't level skip the tunnel, the shoot 'em up stages. So I don't know how many stages there are. Can't be bothered to find out. I think this was just a C64 exclusive, wasn't it? I've never seen it on any other system. You got a lot of these back in the day where they were just C64 exclusives, not appearing on the other 8 bits, and in a few cases, bloody good job too. So again, it's just back and forth. I don't know where the platform is. I don't see the point of this level. I'd understand it if you had to kill a certain amount of enemies, or if it was just a scroller left to right, or there was a pad to land on. Maybe there is. Maybe if I had some bits and pieces, because I skipped the level, I could place them there. I don't know. I'm guessing that's what it is. But last time I looked, there wasn't a lot of footage of this game either. So there you go. As far as I'm concerned, I'm dead. I'm not. So we've got to this level again, but we're going to skip that. Go to the next one. Yeah, it's just oh, let's whack out another crappy Commodore 64 game, but we'll be alright. We'll ask David Whittaker to put some music to it, and that'll sort that out. Or Gary Biasler. I know Gary Biasler didn't lower himself to fucking put music to a bloody low price game, but what I remember him for is his awesome Target Renegade soundtrack. Now that is a soundtrack to behold on the Commodore 64. But anyway, I digress. So yes, just different colour scheme, that's it. Just a different colour. Boring. Tap, tap, tap. Let's just listen to the music. It reminds me of like Comic Bakery. Is that it, Comic Bakery? The Commodore 64 game. I thought that was pretty shit too, but again, good music. People load up the music. People remember, oh, well, these games are so classic. Remember that game? Remember that game? No, there's a lot of cases where you won't remember the fucking soundtrack, and because about 35 years have passed, you automatically think it must have been a fantastic game as well, and it wasn't. It was shit. And again, I emphasise I can say this shit, I can say all this stuff about the Commodore 64 I want to, because I own one, and I've owned one for 32 years. And I can tell you now, I've got about 7 original games in my collection. And that's mainly because of the bloody soundtrack. You know what they are? Have a guess. Have a guess. What original Commodore 64 games do I have in my collection for my Commodore 64? See, I'll let you know in a minute. Yeah, it's just... I mean, granted, there are some good games for Commodore 64, there is, so I don't want any hate mail coming my way. There is, I acknowledge that, but God's sake, let's take our beer goggles off a minute and be honest with ourselves. A lot of games just had great music, and that was it. And we look at Rambo for a start, Rambo Part 2. We remember that as a classic game, but I could complete it in 2 minutes 50 bloody 9 seconds. That's on my channel. Let's long play. Check it out with commentary. 2 minutes 59 seconds. Dead. But the soundtrack is awesome on it, and who can forget that Rambo loader? Oh. But you know, I've had enough of this, mate. Zawtowers, you're correct. This is absolutely crap, and everyone on C64 Lemon is slating it. There's no one that can say anything good. The character's cute. You could have got behind him, you know, if the game was decent, but it's not. It's like it wants to be. I don't know. Maybe it came before Pogo, didn't it? In Nebulous, it's a bit like that character, isn't it? Pogo was cute, but it was a fucking good game. This is just bollocks. It's just quick, sell me out, and it's just too hard. There's too many enemies. It's too hard. You're jabbing away at the joystick like some bloody, you know, maniac who's completely addicted to masturbating. Who would get off and just whacking his joystick, you know, constantly. Yes, I like doing that. But no, I digress again. It's just covered up. It's just another. It's like a Christmas cracker. You get the pop. Oh, that's exciting. And then you know what's coming, the fucking dreadful joke inside with the naff plastic whistle or whatever it is you get with it. That's what happens. You're suddenly greeted with a title page with good music, you think, oh, and then you press the start button, that's the pop of the cracker, and then the game itself is the Christmas cracker joke. And you know where I'm coming from for that. I don't know what Christmas cracker jokes are like around the world, but in the UK they are fucking awful. Really, really bad. Yeah, awful. But there we go, that's the Wizard's Pet on the Commodore 64. So, Pooh Grammar, Jason Kendall, well done, mate. Everybody give him a round of applause. You have got a place on Shit Game Time. Well done, and well done, Zawtowers. That was a very good pick, and rightfully so. Never heard of it back in the day. Fucking good at it, but I didn't. But you've put me through 15 to 20 minutes of pure stress and disgust there, which 20 minutes of my life I don't get back. £5 well worth spent, I say. Right, that's it for me in this edition of Shit Game Time, but before I go, we've got to give it a poo rating, haven't we? Well, it is a budget title and it's got good music, but that doesn't get away with it. No, it does not. It's still being flushed down the lavatory, the skid-marked, nasty, scum-filled bog, and it's going down the poop tube into the vault shitness forever. I'm going to give that I'm going to give that 77 shit. Because it is a budget title. If it was a full price game, that would be in the lower 90s, without a doubt. So there we go. Wizard's Pet, Shit Game Time, congratulations. What a crappy game. Right, if you would like to request a Shit Game Time, you know how to do it by now. I'm sorry for the wait for some of you, but as you can appreciate, it's obviously very popular. I've had tons of requests, which is good for me. Well, not so much good for my stress and blood boil pressure levels and things like that. It's not exactly healthy. But I just let you know your £5 haven't been going. Well, I can do what I want with it, really, can't I? After going through games like this, but it's not been going on things like self-indulgent stuff. It's been going towards Snoopy's TPLO new operation, which many of you know. Following, it cost me £3,500. But many of you have come forward and helped with that bill. Fantastic of you. But that's for another time. So that's a weekly or 2 weekly videos now. So every fortnight a video Snoopy will come out on my channel. So I thank everyone on that. I'm not going to do that on Shit Game Time. But thank you all anyway. Right, until next time. Come back to Shit Game Time. Plenty more dreadful games to come. I'm very sorry to say, but let's relive some of these shit fights and banish the poop tube, down to the poop tube, the poo grammars and the publishers where they rightfully belong, because no judge or jury was doing the job back then, so it's down to me. Until next time, Zeus, out of Plopsville.